Solid propellant rockets. A solid propellant rocket or a solid rocket is a rocket with a rocket engine that uses solid propellant, fuel or an oxidizer. The earliest rockets were solid fuel rockets powered by gunpowder. They were used in warfare by Chinese, Indians, Mongols, and Persians as early as the 13th century. All rockets used some form of solid or powdered propellant up until the 20th century when liquid propellant rockets offered more efficient and controllable alternatives. Solid rockets are still used today in military armaments worldwide, model rockets, and on larger applications for their simplicity and reliability. Simple diagram. A simplified diagram of a solid fuel rocket. First part, a solid fuel oxidizer mixture, or called a propellant, is packed into the rocket with a cylindrical hole in the middle. Second part, an igniter composts the surface of the propellant. Third part, the cylindrical hole in the propellant acts as a composition chamber. Fourth part, the hot exhaust is choked at the throat, which, among other things, dictate the amount of thrust produced. Fifth part, exhaust exits the rocket. Unlikely the jet engines, the rockets cannot draw oxygen into their engines from surrounding air, and they must carry oxygen with them into the space or use an oxidizer. Another picture of solid propellant rockets, which here indicate the ignition charge, casing, grain, seal, and nozzle. Casing. The casing may be constructed from a range of materials. Cardboard is used for small black powder model motors, whereas aluminum is used for larger composite fuel hobby motors. Steel was used for the space shuttle boosters. Filament wound graphite epoxy casing are used for high performance motors. The casing must be designed to withstand the pressure and resulting stresses of the rocket motor, possibility of elevated temperature. For design, the casing is considered a pressure vessel. To protect the casing from corrosive hot gases, a sacrificial thermal liner on the inside of the casing is often implanted, which ablate to prolong the life of the motor casing. Propellant families. There are a lot of propellant examples. First, black powder or gunpowder propellant. Black powder or gunpowder is composed of charcoal, which plays the role of fuel, potassium nitrate, an oxidizer, and silver fuel and catalyzed. A second example is zinc and silver, that is a propellant composed of powdered zinc metal and powdered silver oxidizer. Sorry. Use first sounding rockets. A sounding rocket, sometimes called a research rocket, is an instrument carrying rocket designed to take measurement and perform a scientific experiment during its suborbital flight, like the Black Parent, this picture, and the VSP-13, this picture. Second use is missiles like air-to-air missile, which is AM-9L, and ballistic missiles like Sigil 123. Third use is orbital rocket. Solid rockets are suitable for launching small payloads to orbital velocities like Shavit, which is the rocket in the picture. Advantages: simple in design, require little pre-flight checkup, use that to propellant that do not leak or spill, indefinite storage 5 to 30 years and use at high level in the military. For fifth, in-state ignition without fueling operations. Disadvantages: exhaust gas are usually toxic. Once ignited, cannot be shut down easily, so they are designed for a specific mission. Third, restart requires a separate ignition system. Fourth, manufacturing of solid propellant rocket may get very expensive due to separate ignition system. Fifth, cracks may develop in solid propellant that increase the exposed surface area, and the propellant may burn faster than a planted rate. Thanks attempt for watching, and I will see you.